being able to watch others suffer for 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
Because it is exhausting.
I wonder if that raid team is now done.
Raiding for a long time, but drink water.
Because he doesn't do it. Broman doesn't do it anymore.
Please.
Thank you.
It might be.
Don't let that heart rate get too low.
I'm very much.
Yeah, Valiant still does it with like Char, Gunny. I think there's 3 other people.
I really fell in love
Yeah,
with
they must have maybe just replaced.
That was like my moment where.
Because I know they replaced Broman last time, but
games and, like,
I guess they will replace T as well.
Games and to find that in Destiny and to find that same.
And then I don't know how true this is, but I was actually in Broman's chat like probably a month ago, and I don't know if like Broman and Gathalion are like talking.
Around that is definitely Deepstone.
Really?
Deepstone, like,
Yeah, that's somebody.
all the way through Deepstone with my clan.
Somebody asked if he was ever gonna talk to Gathalion again, and then he never like responded. But his chat's like a little bit more active, and maybe never saw it.
Characters or story moments
So I don't know.
that really stick out to you from.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they still work together for
like
what King's Coast and GCX stuff, but maybe not. I don't know.
From like D1.
Gathalion stepped away from GCX.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Super creepy, right? Yeah, but I think like seeing where she is now and then how she's like really helped everyone else. Like a lot of people, I'm a huge Zavala fan. I'm a Titan. It's just like
Too many Titans.
So like for me,
Because they're the
like,
best.
seeing Eris like help all of these different characters, seeing Zavala come from where he is, which a lot of people again, I know some folks that don't really like him that much, but to me, he always just seemed like
How you
a
cannot
really,
like Zavala.
father figure who's trying his best for everyone.
Me-
I think it's just cool to hate
Cade
on him.
died, right?
It
I think,
is.
like,
Probably.
people were like, "What?
Especially
That's
because
Zavala, why
up
aren't you doing
through
this? X,
kind
Y, Z?"
of
And then you
Forsaken,
get to
he
learn
kind
more
of had the
about him.
least
For me,
character development
Zavala's,
of
like,
all of the
number
Vanguard.
one. That
I
his
agree
whole
with you
character
there,
and then
but
Eris and
you're
like her
still
character
like,
arc,
I don't know.
You're all insufferable to then like.
He was a
teaching
piece of
everybody how to deal
cardboard
with
for a
their
long
demons,
time.
I think
Props
is
to narrative.
kind of
too.
crazy.
I just saw him as, you know, like the
Speaking to
protector,
now in,
you know,
like,
the guy, the
season
glue
17
that holds
how
everything
Eris,
together.
She's like one of the epitomes of
Yeah,
grief in
that's
her
fair.
whole
I mean,
story,
especially
and how
after
she
Forsaken when
evolved to
Cade
something
died.
where she's like, I had to learn how to deal with grief.
Speaking of
on
which,
my
a
own.
fun thing.
And to see her evolve to a character
What
that
would have
is,
had like? What do you think the response would have been if they killed like Ikora
Bungie,
or
what the heck? Like, how do
Zavala
you
instead
do
of
this?
Cade?
Like,
Patient she was.
Yeah,
Like,
you had I think
Code, someone
killing
like
off
Code,
Cade,
someone
which
she's
was probably the most
take a step
beloved
back. Patience.
NPC,
Healing doesn't happen overnight, and
exactly.
made that story so
What
much
we've seen in
better.
The last couple of seasons of the incredible
Yeah.
narrative.
See, it's
team
always
and-
like
and
one of those
just
fun
diving
what ifs.
deeper
Like, would
into
that have
all of
killed the
characters.
game?
I think that's one of my favorite things that we've seen from the kind of.
No, I mean, I
expansion
still think it
from
would have
where
been
we
like
started to where
good, but I
we're
think
at
just
now is just
Not as
that
impactful to
deeper
the
dive, and I
community,
know
that's for sure.
kind of
yeah.
where we're going with things, and just like the more that we're going to be able to dive
Because
into.
up to that
and
time,
hear
Cade was really the
characters'
only one with
backstories
a
and understand where they're
personality.
coming from and what makes
Mhm.
them.
Unless
I
you
think
went
to
and read
everyone's
through all the
point, it just
Grimoire
makes
stuff on
it
the
more
website,
than
but let's be honest,
just
nobody
a shooter
did
game. You
that.
have that additional aspect of these incredible
No,
stories
agreed.
that we all connect with. And
I think it also kind of
it just
shows,
makes
like when they
it's
killed off
the
Cade,
Bungie
that
magic,
like
it's the space
they're
magic,
not
it's the
afraid to
thing
kill
that,
off
like,
anybody.
then you do a little emote jig at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Which-
And it all
Yeah, and then that was also all of the discussion about
makes
Eris
sense.
possibly turning to
Yeah.
the darkness. That could be interesting.
But like, how cool is it like that we're here now? And I'm kind of interested, like knowing your long relationship with this game before you even worked here. And then that we're sitting on this couch, getting to nerd out and talk about the things that we love the most. How has that been making that transition? What was that inspiration that drove you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my application in. We'll see what happens.
This is my first gaming studio for sure.
Yeah.
It's getting into Bungie is interesting because I always wanted to be in tech. That's really where I started. For Destiny specifically, I played it every day, but I never really thought of it as a place to work until Black at Bungie. And so I reached out to a bunch of people on LinkedIn and was asking a bunch of questions. I was like, hey, look. So it was really amazing to be able to like get into the industry and get into Bungie.
Destiny for me was, that was back when I was streaming for fun. It was just a hobby, but then it became just a lot more to me because it has all these things I love about games, because I love RPGs and I love, you know, like the game feel of a Bungie game, right? When like you shoot that gun for the first time and it just feels good, you know?
Space magic.
Yeah, space magic.
Space magic.
Like,
And I always play the wizard, so I played her warlock.
you know, because that's all I want to do. I just want to cast space magic in every game that I play. So to me, the game's a lot. Like, it's kind of just, it gave me a career. It gave me like guidance in life for finding a community that I really love. And now I'm absurdly thankful that I can be a part of the team and hopefully make the game better to hopefully have that kind of impact on somebody else.
I knew that I wanted to work in gaming. I actually got the opportunity not from the Bungie career website, but from a Twitter post from
Tweet.
a Twitter post. And I immediately sent a message and connected, and I was like, I want to talk about these marketing opportunities. And now I'm here.
Now you're here. You love to see it.
So, and it's just even now, just the fact that I'm sitting here, I'm just like,
you shot your shot, dude. That's what life's about.
Literally, I shot my shot. I'm like, this is what they mean, because you hear them throw that phrase around and you're just like, well, what does it actually mean to shoot your shot? And it's like, no, it's like, you're not going to respond on Twitter. It's like, I'm going to find you in other places.
Even if you have those moments of doubt. Even if you have that moment of fear. Because sometimes to making a jump like that's scary.
It's really scary.
If you're scared,
Absolutely.
do it anyway.
Yeah. The leap into Bungie was really similar to Will's story. This is my first role in gaming. So it was this like huge leap to, I had been working in marketing for a long time, but I really wanted to make the switch to something that I'm really passionate about and something that I love, because I think that's what makes work so magical, is when you get to work on something you really care about and you really, really love and you feel passionate about. So that for me was the kind of thing that pushed me towards shooting my shot and taking my shot a couple years ago and making the switch over to Bungie. And it's been incredible. There's moments like this where it feels very surreal,
Right?
where you're like, what is happening? This is very, very, just to have that, like, we all work at Bungie now. Like, we get to contribute to that thing that we all love so much, and that's incredible.
I'm sorry, but that's such a good point, because there's so many people that ask us like advice on how to get in, and I was rejected numerous times before finally getting that spot. And I know it breaks my heart because so many other people are in that same position, and then they stop chasing that dream, because like, this isn't my first gaming job. I've been working in this industry for almost 20 years and as a journalist, and it was really scary to make that jump. I felt like it was right. I kept applying for narrative, and granted, I sent them not appropriate fan fiction as record samples, so I get it. Like, no hard feelings. I get it. And they were like, it was just, they were like, hey, we think you'd be a good fit for community. Like, let's put you through that interview process, and we did that, and it was scary at first, but the more I kept interviewing, I was like,
yeah,
the
gaming industry is just really competitive,
for me.
so it
Like,
takes
this
a
is what
long
I'm
time to get
supposed
anywhere.
do. And it was funny because
But especially, I think Bungie's probably like considered like one of the best studios to work for too.
It was family.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that Bungie gives space for that human condition, that human element. It's a place where I can feel like I can be myself. It's a place where I am.
Yeah, I've applied numerous
being taken
times to
care of,
different
and I'd like to
studios.
think
I've
that,
had interviews.
we're not perfect,
I
and
still
there's
haven't
things we can improve upon.
worked in
but
the gaming
we
industry
try
yet.
to talk about those things.
Well, thank you
So
guys
I do all my
much for
side
joining us
stuff
today. It was
until then.
honestly so much fun just diving into your stories a little bit, not just like as devs and working on Bungie side, but as players before that and the journey into that. I'm really also excited for the upcoming showcase, so I'm gonna need you
I don't
all
really
to
have
meet me in the back.
skills
We're gonna do a blanket
needed for game
burrito, and we're
development.
gonna hunker down with some popcorn.
I would work in the marketing department.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The guy in the middle works in marketing.
I'm excited.
I would work in it. Can I just hang out
hey, if
and
they
like
need
play
a
the
workplace
game?
medic, I'm your guy.
And so does the girl too. She was marketing.
Yeah, I think the girl was the one that put the Twitter post out there that he responded to.
Are they using super? That's what I want in Destiny. I want darkness.
I just got chills.
I remember when this first came out.
Out of the story. Multiple G-Force. Oh my god, I love it.
Boom! Dang, growth is nasty, son. Your life is fulfilled.
No!
Is that Acid Cross?
Leviathan is back.
A scythe? A freaking scythe!
Yeah, that kind of lost its hype once they revealed it's just a
That was hot.
Sir, are you
seasonal
okay?
thing.
Oh, you look nasty.
What the frig? Is that the witness? Man, that's crazy!
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
6, 5, 4.
Damn it, you're ahead of me.
2, 1.
I'm at 2.
0.
You're about a second ahead of me.
I wonder if refreshing the page will catch me up.
Welcome, Guardians. So awesome to be here with
Joe
you.
Blackburn. Maybe that's who you were
Last
thinking
time
of
we got up
earlier.
here,
we got a
Oh,
chance to
rocking
show
that
you
stash,
Saba,
man.
the Witch Queen, and her majestic throne world.
Since then, it's been a wild year for Destiny.
You return to the original Loot Cave to reclaim the fabled Gallarhorn.
Oh.
Then, you exorcised an ancient evil from a hive queen. So you could put it inside a grenade launcher.
Yeah,
And
we kind of
now,
have a tendency
We've
to
been
do
spending
that.
the past few weeks cleansing a derelict Leviathan from its twisted nightmares.
In fact, the last year has been the best year we've ever had in the Destiny community. I hope you can feel it as well. And seeing this kind of reaction from our community, it's both humbling and inspiring.
Because our team here at Bungie, we're not just developers, we're also guardians. We're trying to build what we'd love to play in Destiny, and that's what brought each one of us here. Brought us not only to Bungie, but also brought all of us to this final showdown between light and darkness.
So, without further ado, this is the beginning of the end. This is Lightfall.
The player removal is going to happen at 9:45 a.m.
So in what, about 45 minutes?
45
then?
minutes, yeah.
Oh, this.
Ooh.
When they see this glorious end, they will come for us.
What the heck?
What is this?
Looks
This is
like
Lightfall.
an assault on the last city.
Ooh, that's a big boy.
Oh, is that Callus?
Oh,
Might be.
years have not been kind to our boy.
Wow, is this the last city?
No, this is, what is this?
Let them come and see.
Maybe
Like Cyberpunk Destiny.
I have no idea. Yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
What they do then.
This has to be the last city.
is there another city we don't know about?
Oh,
Oh,
there's the new subclass.
Yeah,
yeah.
like a whip?
The grappling hook.
Because only in the end.
Finally, Destiny's getting a
Finally.
grappling hook.
Finally, I can be Spider-Man in Destiny.
You see that Titan? He's got like freaking claws.
Is
Yeah.
it just me or did like the art design look a little different there?
It definitely did.
It looked a lot more
yeah.
cyberpunky.
I've
yeah.
seen that thing 100 times.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
is this like an animated show? Because it just looked different.
Okay,
from
so
the game.
maybe I'm
It's
crazy.
all here. It's all happening.
Unreal Engine 5
Things are
confirmed?
Finally coming to an end.
Thematically, we really have
Oh,
been working on that kind of
That would be cool.
big
If
set
they
piece
switched
approach.
engines.
It's gonna be over-the-top action, adrenaline pumping, like the whole time.
This is
Yeah,
really
even the
taking
logo
Vision to
is
the
like
light and
way
dark side,
different than
where we
their
finally
placeholder
face
stuff.
down
Yeah.
this foe
I mean, I joked about
we've been
Cyberpunk, but that's
anticipating
kind of what it
facing
looked
for so
like.
long. It's
No,
brilliant to
It
us.
definitely
I was
did.
like, which honestly I thought it looked good. I think it looked. I like that art design for Destiny.
Behind a lot of our conflicts, we revealed that enemy. We put a name on it and put a face on it, and that enemy is the Witness. And the Witness is coming with its newly empowered.
Yeah, that is
Cypher,
Callus. Holy shit.
Callus is really crash landing with a new and
Yeah, that looks so
powerful army
different.
than ever before. They've got
It's
new
got the same
powers,
face,
they've got new
I guess.
armor, they've got tormentors to join.
I'm just saying,
So
like that
he's
art
got art
style.
design.
Bigger
What?
and badder
Yeah.
enemies than we've ever faced. Callus
Is that
taking
Callus, like,
army
floating in
that
the
he's
air,
bringing
like,
with him to
for
be
a
the
second there?
harbinger of the Witness's doom.
Yeah, see, all of this just looks like just a little bit different, but it looks good.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Is that
thinking.
what the city looks like below the tower?
To have a
I don't know.
with Callus and
I've only seen it in Crumbles.
He got like a Rambo headband on.
that we've been trying
Yeah.
to avoid. Ever
Yeah.
since
He does.
One.
I think that's the
New Hunter cloak?
We see in the trailer.
What is that big
Neptune.
ship behind
And
him?
on Neptune, there's
Oh,
been
it's
this hidden
Neptune.
city
Oh.
called Neomuna, where an alternate version of humanity has been blooming
What?
since the collapse.
What?
Wow.
Neomuna is the capital city of Neptune. It's a giant metropolis that we were completely unaware existed until
We're going to
now.
Neptune?
What's interesting and exciting to me about this
That's
place
crazy.
is
I was about to say, there's
That
no
is
way that's
whack.
a city.
it's
That
not
is
like
whack.
a lot of the places that we've explored previously in Destiny.
I think they said it had something to do with like an alternate
very cool
dimension or
There's so
something.
much new stuff to discover in Neomuna and in Neptune. And also I saw some new characters there. I'm really
I wonder if
excited
that's how they
to
bring
get
back
to know
Cade.
Cloud Striders and their story.
Yeah, who is that?
What is this?
Cloud Striders can be compared to Guardians. They're both protectors
Wh-
of a
wait,
civilization
what?
that's.
This is like an alternate Destiny
But
universe.
Guardians were chosen. It's their duty to protect humanity. Cloud Striders have chosen
Cloud
to protect
Striders?
their people.
There's like an awesome opportunity for the Guardians to learn from the Cloud Striders.
Okay, if you
and
had
their
this
way of
as
living
what
and
Lightfall
their
was.
philosophy of life.
No, not at all. If you predicted this, you're lying.
That we've
Yeah.
never been aware of.
And then, of course, you get a glimpse of this green
Weird.
energy. I wonder what that is.
Strand is the new darkness power that we discover here. Something that's
I heard
unique
about
It is
Strand,
darkness.
unlike any of these other powers we've ever had before. When
Kojima
you play
was making a
through
Strand game.
Lightfall,
Something string
you are
theory
discovering
strands.
this power for the first time. No one in the universe ever in the history of Destiny has used Strand before.
This is the Guardian discovering darkness on their own and learning how to shape it and manipulate it and use it against Callus
So,
and his forces.
I wonder if the
and,
Cloud
you know,
Striders are
have
gonna be the
fun
ones to
in
teach it
the
to
new
us.
urban environment of
No, they
Neomuna.
say we find it on our
You're really
own.
gonna have to prepare yourself for a wild ride.
We just got a glimpse of our new destination, Neomuna, our new foe, Callus and the Shadow Legion, paired with the Witness, and a very brief glimpse at Strand, but that's just barely scratching the surface of what this release has to offer.
Right, like what we've just seen in that trailer is just the tip of the iceberg, and we've got a whole lot more we're excited to show you coming up.
I want them to like comment on like the art design.
Last year,
Yeah.
we wanted to return to our studio's roots in creating some of the best shooter campaigns in the industry.
That's been our legacy since Halo. And we tried to push that front
Yeah,
and
'cause
center in the Witch Queen.
Everybody knows
And it's about
343 sure ain't
more than
doing
just
that.
guns. Creating an adventure in a handcrafted world full of surprises. Then we added the legendary campaign option. Because great combat
Hey,
needs to
legendary
challenge
campaign
Please bring
coming
that
back.
your
back,
thumb
yeah.
skill, your tactics. and
There's
your
no
background.
way they would leave that
We
out.
heard loud and clear.
Bring it
that we want
back.
More of that.
Keep the
In
replayable
fact,
missions.
2 out of every 3 players that completed
Wow.
the Witch Queen campaign did it on Legend.
That's awesome.
Really?
You tested yourself against the Witch Queen in her Lucent Hive and rose to that challenge. And then you let us know it was one of the best shooter experiences that we've ever made.
So with Lightfall, we want to push that even
Oh.
further. We want to give you the best Bungie action experience that we can create.
Get
with
my
the
attention.
Brand new Lightfall campaign.
Lightfall is going to change the way that our players move, fight, and explore everywhere in Destiny.
Neptune is this fantastic destination. The capital city of Neomuna is a really fun place to explore, and it's this bright neon metropolis. There's a harbor, office buildings, an arcade.
Oh, the music!
This is
The
a
music,
city
you
that
hear
we've
that?
made, and using Strand to traverse through it and explore it.
I like
it's
how
going to
the
be so
pre-alpha footage
exciting.
There's
arcade
some
machine
places that
has
once you
Deepstone Crypt
whip out that
textures on
grappling
it.
hook, ooh, you're gonna be able to explore and get to places that you couldn't before.
Look at that up there. I wonder if I can grapple to there. I'm going to be a kid in a candy store.
Oh, that's not gonna
It's
break
not a city
other
that's not gonna
locations.
break other locations. It's a city that has lived through the
Hope you
I mean,
already
I
put
just-
some new barrier
Neptune
walls
now
up,
has to
guys.
deal with the cloak
Can't wait
being
to
pulled
see the
back and then being
speedrunners
revealed
break
to
the shit
world
out of that.
and are now central of the conflict.
Callus has taken his capital ship and just like planted it right down in part of the city.
I was
And
about
it's
to say, yeah,
occupied
what was that
territory.
ship
It's a
that
city
was
under
behind the
siege. You've got
pyramids?
this
It looks like a-
infiltrator vibe at times where you feel like a tactical team going into a
Nah,
skyscraper.
I must have
You're
Death
dealing
Star.
with Cabal roadblocks,
Star
and
Destroyer.
patrols all throughout
Yeah.
the city. The Shadow Legion, they provide that like
We already had the Death
characteristic
Star. That was the
Cabal
Almighty.
brute strength. They're all about like volatility and power, and they've been enhanced now by Pyramid technology. They have these suppression devices that can take away some of your super, or take away some of your abilities, and then they fight alongside these terrifying new Pyramid units called Tormentors.
Ooh, new race, kinda, sorta.
Part of his discipleship to the Witness,
New enemies.
Callus has been upgraded, and so the tormentors that they've brought in.
I don't know, it looks like
are these
he let himself go.
impossibly huge.
They're pretty big, man.
Unstoppable behemoths. They wield scythes. They can attack from a distance. They can bring you
Getting
in
some
close.
Rogue
They can
vibes
drain your
from 'em.
very life force from you. They are basically embodiments of terror.
It's like a boss character within the battlefield. Your stomach drops. You're like, oh, okay, I'm playing through, I'm having fun, I'm popping heads, doing this thing, and then boom, there it is.
We've got all the new stuff going into the game. Strand, Tormentors, Shadow Legion, a cool new environment.
That's crazy.
These are all a great setting for a new Legendary campaign, and we're still making sure that we go through and we tweak and tune and we balance the encounters to have that right challenging level of difficulty for players.
The Legendary campaign was a huge hit coming out of the Witch Queen. It was the first time we had done that sort of elected difficulty where you could really test your skill and test your power.
They're really gonna torment us.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you're still gonna have that higher reward tier, and we still want to make sure that you get that inside track towards being raid ready.
Everyone back in the studio is so
make the exotics
hard
not so
at work on
poo-pooty this
Lightfall,
time.
putting in the
They're gonna give us an
details and
exotic at the
making
end.
this whole release come alive and continue to surprise and delight players. I am so excited to get this out.
Lightfall is unlike anything players have seen before in Destiny, and it's another step that sends you hurtling to the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga.
Okay.
Okay.
I wonder if it's a new ability of the grappling hook.
That's probably gonna be like a
Amazing.
blink.
I'm super
or a double
excited to
jump
dive
ability.
into Strand and talk about
I
all
don't
the
know.
new stuff that we just saw.
Strand, like Stasis, is a power from the darkness. Unlike our light abilities, which are all about
Is that like a
creation,
rift ability,
darkness
then?
is more about
They just showed?
consciousness.
Strand is psychic energy that forms this extra dimension or this sort of matrix that connects everything together, connects all living beings and all minds.
Oh, so it's
you,
the Force.
the Guardian, are sort of
Yeah.
gaining the knowledge and gaining the power to peer into this
George Lucas is on the phone right now.
universe and begin to pull at these
Use the
threads
Force,
and
Zavala.
tug at these wires that are connecting all of these living beings.
When Guardians learn how to use Strand, it's almost like this third eye opens up. It's about peeling back the curtain of reality, taking those connections and then weaving them into new objects.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool to see them come together.
Well, Daenerys already has a step ahead of us. She's already got 3 eyes.
We can tap into it. We can use it for our benefit, whether it's through movement or through damage.
Strand has a grappling hook. Since you're seeing into this cosmic web, you are able to grapple at any point.
Oh, that's
The cosmic
awesome.
web exists everywhere. Even if
I
there's
can't
not an
wait to
object
do
there,
that in that
it will
strike.
hook on to that web and pull you forward. It's just taking that idea to the next level, putting that
The
Destiny spin on it.
Yep. The grappling hook initially started as part of the Hunter's Kit, right? They're all about fluid movement, rapidly traversing space, and being very agile. But as we were developing, it's like, oh man, this feels like it's too much fun to just keep it to one class, right? So we made the call to expand this super cool new ability across all 3 classes.
I mean, I can see how it started as a hunter ability for sure.
On the design side, we wanted to come up with how each of the classes interpreted this additional psychic dimension, like in their own way, right? So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves into a new form.
I'm sure the grappling hook is going to be really fun in PvP.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that
do
too.
an area of damage around you, spinning and slashing.
Beyblade.
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super. The Hunter does a flip and weaves
Oh, wow,
the
it's like a
strands into
big
this
AoE
rope
damage.
dart and is swinging it as they're kind of moving around. The first time I saw that, even in its kind of like rough state, it just blew my mind. We've learned a lot from creating our other subclasses, and we've taken those learnings about combat, about movement, about build crafting. We've put that all into Strand, and I'm so excited to see where players take it once it's out there in the wild.
Oh wow, it suspends them.
Yeah.
Is your entangle spell?
Destiny is a game that gets even better when you play with your friends. We want to create communities that are welcoming, inclusive, and that let you bring your old friends and make new ones. And since last year, over 5 million.
5 million people going, what do I do?
We believe that there are still millions more of your friends that would love to play Destiny with you. And the things that you want to see us improve in Destiny are also exactly what's going to make it easier to convince your friends to come and check out the game.
It should be easier to create custom, incredible builds. Easier to find people to play with.
LFG in game?
Being that boss melting, storm chaser wielding, falling star juggernaut.
It's called guided games. They already have it.
Dead man's tail shooting.
Yeah, but it's been in beta for the last 4 years.
And if none of what Jimmy said makes sense to you, we want to fix that too. Because it's not about removing the depth that makes Destiny so great. It's instead about allowing everyone to dive deeper with ease.
Old raids.
I'll say, what's the raid? Come on.
The changes we're making to make Destiny easier to come into, changes to how you build your characters,
loadouts,
how you
loadouts,
see what there is to do and what there is to accomplish.
I didn't even see that.
A year ahead, we're
How'd you not see that?
Groups in Destiny, so you can.
I also didn't see it.
Some of the greatest content that Destiny has to offer.
It was on the left side of the screen with a Titan. It had a little loadout thing.
That's really exciting. We keep on hearing from players like,
I was just so impressed with that Titan with his Lorelei helmet on.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. And so what we're trying to give them is like, hey, here's a path to follow. Guardian ranks are basically like a knowledge ladder. We actually progress you through 11 ranks. And it's really like heavily focusing on like exposing players to all the systems of Destiny.
At some point, the story about you as a Guardian involves other Guardians and what they think about you. That is just a whole new dimension of your journey through Destiny that we've never really explored before. When you show up in the tower and you see that person who's at one of the highest ranks, you're gonna know that you're looking at a player who's actually really demonstrated mastery of many of the different activities in Destiny, not just from our perspective, but from the perspective of other players. Some of the higher Guardian ranks will actually be asking for you to step up, to actually rise to the occasion. And
so in other words, we're gonna have to Sherpa
other
people.
Guardians that you are a strong player and a strong leader.
A lot of people have groups that they already play with, but this will really provide people the opportunity to be recognized for helping other people learn the game, but also provide more people to play with on a regular basis.
In the year of Lightfall, we're going to actually be investing in building a looking for groups.
Nice.
There we go. Look for other players. You'll be able to find groups that are.
That's going to help a lot of people who don't have a clan.
I'm so excited about being able to form groups in the next couple
Or if
years.
you're just missing one or two people and you're just sitting there.
Just
you know,
LFG the
just
last
grab
one or
them.
two people for like Atheon
making it so
or
much
something.
easier to find people to play with is just going to make getting into Destiny and doing the awesome content so much easier.
Yeah, and they'll be able to say, this is a player who I can trust to lead me through the new raid. I want to join their group. Or
Speaking
they
of
can
which,
say, these are players who are new to the activity.
I still
want
need to
take
do a
them
bunch of
for
like
that first raid
Sherpas
because
to
that'll
get
be
those
a great
emblems.
experience for them and a valuable experience for me as a leader.
It's really going to help players come together and understand each other better when they've never met before. It's going to make the game so much more social, and I think that it's going to really make Destiny players feel like they're on one team.
So commendations
Oh,
is a
commendations.
feature that you'll experience towards the end of an activity. So you end the activity now and you get to see the screen that has all the people you played with. You can click on one of the Guardians and choose what experience you had with them. So like, were they a good team player? Were they fun to play
Were
with?
they an asshole?
There's no better way to actually show how good a person is.
I was gonna say, I could see that going wrong.
Or as a leader.
People just being
They
jerks.
only have like positive stuff. So.
Oh, that's good.
Leader. It's really a system that's designed to let players show appreciation for each other.
Also using the commendation system, people are going to be able to say like, hey, this person as a good leader, and looking at the Guardian rank system, they have a lot of experience. It's going to be,
that's
that's the person I want to help me get through
That'd be
this
awesome.
hard content that I've been struggling with.
Social games like Destiny give you an opportunity to like really connect with other people and do things together and get to know each other. And with
This is a nice ad. I like this.
Making it so that more people
Yeah,
can
that's
get that
what Destiny's been missing is a lot of like the social aspect.
Yeah, the
Both
smaller
the
social
loadout screen
things.
and the mod manager are
Oh,
completely
there
new
you go.
features.
The mod manager is meant to make build construction Destiny a lot
Rip
easier.
dim.
We all love our fashion game. Fashion game's amazing. And so we're going to take what we did for the fashion game and we're bringing it to the Buildcraft game. There's going to be one screen where you can go to and do your entire loadout for your character. It's going to be amazing.
So you'll be able to save the build that you've put together
Thank
as a loadout.
fucking
And
God.
then switch between those things.
Beautiful.
as
There's
you're
the
going
loadouts.
from activity to activity.
I was just messing
Yeah, I
around
feel
with
like
that stuff in
the
Dim
new
today.
release of Destiny and the commendation system mixed with Guardian ranks, we're giving players even new aspirations. It isn't going to be just about power level. It won't just be about gear. It's also going to be about that Guardian rank. It's going to be about those commendations. It's all the ways that we're bringing players together.
I thought that Guardian rank was going to be a replacement for Power Grind.
We're also launching
That's what I was
a brand
thinking.
new season of Destiny 2.
But it doesn't sound like
As
it.
we've evolved our seasons over the years, we've learned a lot. And I think we've been able to deliver some amazing character moments and events for the community.
We're long past the era of content droughts. Instead, there
I don't
are
know about
exciting
that, Chief.
story and events happening in Destiny almost
Yeah,
every
Solstice wasn't
year.
doing it for me.
And we're not slowing down.
Each season, we want to keep raising the bar for narrative experiences in any live game. We want to keep pushing to create
I'll give them that. The
unexpected
narrative this
adventures
season was pretty darn
that'll
good.
make every season of Destiny unique.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to keep listening and
It's always the
learning
best
from
part.
you, the Destiny community, so that we can create the strongest seasons of any live service.
Because the witness is coming. And if we want to survive, we need a crew. We need to enrich our defenses. If you're feeling surly, maybe even loot our enemies.
We may even need to find a captain to join us on our next adventure in the Season of Plunder.
Season of Plunder.
Oh, yep. Pirate time.
Oh shit, she
That
finally
is
broke
on this.
free.
Oh, she did.
Now really under her command.
I've read about them. What is the
Whoa.
Pirates?
The full vanguard should be rallied to deal with these.
Oh shit, the
Spider.
Spider's back.
Yeah, Spider's back.
Well, thank
It's awesome.
Oh, Drifter's going to be in this one good.
Those pirates, what happens when they crush Spiderhead?
As our
Ho, ho, ho.
Hope you've got ammunition, Guardian. Time to blow this rickety barge.
Is that
I
a,
like that
what is
seasonal
that?
helmet. That
Little fusion rifle?
Yeah, it's a fusion
Yeah.
rifle of some kind.
It's like a shotgun fusion rifle.
Is that a blunderbuss?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That looks sweet. That
Yep.
Hunter dodge.
Oh,
At
cool.
least
I
I think it
get
was a Hunter.
I get to throw my pole now. Fun.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that?
Dia Stars awaits. Is this Tangled Shore?
Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventure.
Yeah, it kind of looks like. Well, I guess
That's what-
Tangled Shore was fallen, so it kind of makes sense. It kind of looks like it.
I mean, it's the asteroid belt, so.
Anyway.
I
I can't believe they would bring that back, though.
Yeah, it'd be cool to
What
bring the whole
are
thing
you
back.
most excited about for Season of Plunder?
Pirates. This season we said, what if we just go to the stars and dig up buried treasure?
We are unearthing a lot of mysteries and
A
secrets.
lot of
We're
gold.
swashbuckling onto enemy spaceships. And then we're also learning
I
a
like
lot of things about some of our
gold.
favorite characters.
We're
I
gonna
like
have an
gold.
adventure this season.
Season of Plunder kicks off with Aramis being freed from her icy prison. She's collected old, fallen crews of pirates and rogue
Alright, so we
cabal
finally
together
kill her
in
this
order to
time,
hunt
right?
down
I hope
mysterious
so.
relics and treasures.
It's time to meet your end.
So Guardians are tasked with stopping Aramis from
I like how
collecting these
she
relics.
lost
and in order
one
to
of
do
her
that,
eyes
you
and
have
it's
to
just
create
dim
your
now.
own
It's like she has
crew
an eye
of shady
patch.
dealers and backroom brokers.
I didn't even notice that.
Drifter, Mithrax, Ido, and Spider are going to be helping you.
Anchors away. Ready when you
The
are.
Drifter hanging out
That's
with
the
pirates
beginning
is like
of Season
the
of
most
Plunder.
Drifter thing
What
you
you're
can
going to be
do.
doing
Yeah.
is forming a pirate crew of your own. You're going to fill it with different.
Did
crew
we
members
actually
who
see
can-
Ido
over the
in
course of
Season of
the
Splicer?
Drifter is going to toss you the
I
keys to your
think
personal catch.
so.
Oh, we're
Set out
getting a
She
catch
talked
now.
to him.
She definitely talked to us, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
but I can't remember if she actually had like a character model.
She
or
might
if it was
have
just like the
had a
radio.
character model
She was
at
just
the,
on the
multiple
radio. Brand new activities coming that will really give you a sense of being on a pirate adventure. One of the mainstays of this season is a new 6-player offensive called Catch Crash.
When I saw the concept for the catch with the big mainsails on it, I just said, oh my god, this is going to be a fun season.
All right, Johnny Depp called. He wants a
Just
VA
like
role.
seeing Catch Crash,
6-man activity.
like fighting on the deck of the ship.
You get to become
I saw 6
your
ships.
own ammunition and launch yourself from a cannon to the other ship, and you are the weapon, so you're gonna go mess them up.
The second big activity we have coming this season is called Expedition.
Cosmodrome?
You're going to be guiding a massive drill that's looking for this buried, hidden pirate treasure, and you're going to have to be fending off of all these pirate crews trying to protect their hoards.
Okay.
And then our final new activity coming this season is what we're calling Pirate Hideouts.
We have so many like different little maps that you can piece together.
So
fragments
3
of
different
this season, and it
activities?
leads you
That's
to the lair of the.
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah.
it.
These are their caves.
Little diversity.
Their amazing treasures and their mysterious relics.
These relics are mysterious
Oh, so these
objects
are
of
gonna
dark
be like
power, and they're
super lost
all over the
sectors.
system. We don't know exactly what it is they do.
Yeah,
yet,
I mean,
but
yeah, it
if
could be
Aramis
something
is
like
trying
that.
to collect them, it's nothing
That's what
good.
it seems like.
Taking the opportunity to line the ARC 3.0 update with the Fallen, it just ended up working out perfectly because you got all the simple ARC weaponry and the ARC shielded captains. It feels right with that release, almost like we planned it.
ARC is a damage type that's about proximity, right? It's about going fast up into your enemy spaces and like deleting them. It's the damage type for people that want to hold W. You don't want to retreat.
Unbridled aggression to the max.
Hunter is really about close range action, being fluid and dynamic and agile, evasive. So we're gonna give Arc Hunter a new super. We call it Gathering Storm, where you summon your Arc Staff, like twirl it above your head and then launch it out, and then it will embed into the ground or into like bosses or mini bosses or champions and jolt them. Like a big lightning strike will strike the staff and overcharge it. And while that staff is overcharged, it'll start Tesla coiling little lightning bolts out.
That's really cool, man.
That's pretty cool.
Warlock is kind of this elemental conduit. You are a class that will turn yourself into lightning. You will create things out of lightning. Previously, we had this exotic armor piece called Getaway Artist, where you consume your grenade and it'll make a what we call a sentient
Buddy.
Arc Soul that fires faster and does more damage as a result. So we decided to roll that into base Arc Soul.
So I wonder what they're going to do with the
Anytime
armor.
amplified, any Arc Soul you have from any source
Probably buff it
will
even
become the
more
supercharged
somehow.
version that will fire off just rapid fire bolts.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Titan's about being this unstoppable freight train. It's about this constant movement. So we gave Titans a new movement option. Something that we felt like is going to be competitive in this new environment of air dodges and air slams. That's a new ability called Thruster. And
Oh, you
all
can
of
side
it's
dodge.
all very much in the heat of the moment. You see it happen. Its whole property is like rush down or get away. It's a movement tool to the max.
I could see
There's gonna
some
be-
People
very
are gonna
salty
hate
shoulder
that in
charges
PvP.
coming. Yup.
An amazing thing where he like charges his fist all super flashy. It's our first ever charge melee, so you hold down the button and as that cocks back and charges up, you'll end up doing more damage and getting a little bit more range.
Oh wow, that actually has a good
And
distance.
Speaking of like the whole
Oh,
goal
PvP is
of
gonna
deleting
love
things,
that.
I believe in PvP a full charge is a one-shot kill.
It is, oh yeah.
It's a little skillful to like pull off.
Mike,
because
I don't know
have
why
to
you
really
aren't
read your opponent
having a
here.
Titan character.
The whole through line with Arc is like, it really isn't that complicated. It's move fast, hit hard, and stay alive.
What I'm most excited about in Season of
interesting
Plunder
looking
is
heavy
that
shank.
this is really a season that has a sense of adventure. You're exploring the system, you're looking for pirate treasure, pirate relics. You're seeing the world evolve in a way we haven't done before.
I love that with the activities in the season, like we just leaned really hard into the pirate fantasies. I love that we have your own catch. I love that you're tracking down buried treasure and then going after the pirate leaders in their caves.
The interesting thing about Destiny is we're not just a fantasy game or a sci-fi game, we're kind of a blend of both. We take inspiration when we say pirates, it's old world pirates that you would see traditionally back in the 17 and 1800s. We have like a flintlock pistol, we have an exotic fusion rifle that plays different
Yeah, that's
than
a
fusion
crazy
rifles we've
looking
ever seen
fusion
before.
rifle.
Yeah.
It's just like end to end, just really leaning into that spirit of like the pirate adventure. And let's also make it so that new players coming in can actually...
Yeah, looking at Bungie help, it looks like they're removing players at 12:45.
It's a Thunderlord exotic weapon.
So jump in, join your friends,
12:45.
set
Wait, no.
become the captain, and build your crew today in Destiny.
It says 9:45. I'm assuming that's Pacific.
So that'd be about, so it's probably about 15 minutes from now.
Kingsfall.
Kingsfall returns.
Yep.
Are we adding Crota into it too?
I got a drop. Yay. I have
Bunch of Malice. I saw it.
Oh, Malice is back.
I mean, it has to be. I mean,
Right.
that's the raid exotic.
It's a dreadnought?
Yeah, it's Kingsfall.
I didn't know if they were like actually like exploring like the dreadnought or
That'd be
showing
cool
like.
to bring it back just for fun too.
Oh, hell yeah. You don't have to worry
Everyone's
about dick
favorite
walls
puzzle.
anymore. You just throw an ice grenade.
Yep, no more peed walls.
Oryx. Big boy's back.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if they brought back the entire dreadnought, but
I scored a drop on my own stream.
Man, it is so awesome seeing Kingsfall return to
How is that
Yeah,
possible?
actually, Kingsfall was the
Wait, what?
first thing I got to work on at Bungie. And I'm thrilled that a whole new generation of Guardians will get to experience this refreshed and reloaded showdown with the Taken King.
So, we've shown you Lightfall. We've shown you the new damage type, Strand. We've shown you some of the deeper changes to the game that we're going to be making throughout the next year. But we have one more thing that we are excited to announce today.
Destiny is coming to the Epic Games Store.
Really? Epic Games Store. Weird.
Epic has been an absolutely fabulous partner.
whatever. Who cares?
They love Destiny. And we're
It's because of the friggin' Destiny, Fortnite
Oh,
crossover.
100%.
When we first started working with Epic, we sat down and talked about the impact that their games had had
I'm not gonna
on
lie,
us.
looks kind of cool.
And they had a bunch of the same
Oh, it looks awesome, dude.
I want that
They
Hunter
shared
armor.
stories
I need that
about
Hunter
building the
armor.
Vault of Glass.
The armor looked
How
pretty
much they
sweet.
Shut
enjoyed
up and
the
take my
social
money.
experience
Shut
in
up and take my
Destiny.
glimmer.
And I got to talk about the summer of
it's
Fortnite
100% gonna be
Battle
Eververse,
Season
too.
5,
Oh,
where my
definitely.
whole family
It's
was
definitely gonna be
laser
silver.
focused, taking turns in the island to unlock Drift.
In addition to launching all of Destiny 2 on the Epic Games Store today, for the next week, if you download the game on Epic, we will give you the 30th anniversary for free. If you haven't earned your Gallahorn
you
yet,
lucky little
or you
shits.
haven't played the Grasp Dungeon, come to the Epic Games Store and you can jump
Wow.
in for free.
We want to welcome
That's
all
what,
these
20
new
bucks?
Guardians with a celebration.
Yeah, something like that.
One that stretches a little
I thought it was
further
30. I thought it was $29.99 when it came out.
Maybe it was. I don't know. Oh, yep.
All guys.
Fall Guys?
Oh.
I like that Titan armor. I think it looks cool.
Hell yeah, man.
It looks adorable.
Oh, surfing on the Sparrow. Wait, that's today.
Yeah.
Why would I play Fortnite today when I want to play Destiny today?
Right. First, Ikora dominated the Crucible. Now she dominates
Holy
Fortnite
shit.
Island.
Am I really gonna spend a shitload more money on Fortnite? I literally spent
Yeah,
50
come
bucks
on.
on it this month already.
Yikes.
Like, they brought in Goku, they brought in Darth Vader, and now they're bringing in Destiny.
A few years ago,
crazy.
we shared our plans for the
Play
Light
until
Darkness
reset, then
saga.
play Destiny.
This
Reset's like
journey,
in an hour.
Years in the making.
Half an hour.
Coming to an end.
Yeah.
That's half an
Since
hour.
we started charting our own course, we've been building this story across 5 years of expansions since the first pyramid ship emerged in Shadowkeep and we first spoke to the darkness. Then, across Beyond Light, the Witch Queen,
I still wanna know
and
that
coming
weird little
up
fish
in
thing
Lightfall
is.
in the final shape, we're building towards a climactic collision between the powers of light and dark.
We've also been working on the Destiny engine behind the
Ooh.
scenes, preparing our technology and our game to last for many, many years to come. Because Destiny 2 is not going anywhere, and neither are your expansions. We want this story, since we first communed with the darkness on the moon, to be fully playable, start to
Continental.
finish. And we're happy to announce today that
Yay!
we are not
Yes!
planning
Two more
any
sunsetting,
more
let's go!
expansions. We
Are we
want
bringing
the
the old
Destiny
stuff
universe
back?
to grow,
Although,
and we're going to
you could
continue
have
to do everything
sunset
that we can behind
Beyond
the
Light.
scenes
I wouldn't have been
to
too
keep that possible
sad
with
about
our
it.
game engine.
Wow.
But enough about
Wow.
the
Well,
future.
I mean,
Let's
yeah,
talk about
but
today.
at the same time,
The best
if they
day
don't
all
sunset the
year
raid, you lose
to jump into
Deepstone,
Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
and new players won't be able to
Because
get
if you're looking
Darkness
to catch up,
subclass.
right now,
Oh, nice.
all expansions are free to play.
That's awesome.
Wow, all expansions
That
are
is
free.
cracked.
Right now, Season of Plunder is live, and the Helm's got a set of supercharged art gear.
It is not live.
For anyone looking to catch up on the fun.
Destiny is live.
Your
on
server's
Epic
currently
Games Store.
offline,
You
Bungie.
can
Come
download
on.
it for free,
Right.
And you can get the 30th anniversary.
Has an
pack
update come
as your
through on
welcome
Steam
gift.
yet?
And if you liked what you saw about the future,
I don't
right
know,
now,
I can
pre-orders for
check real
Lightfall are
quick.
live on all
I don't have anything for downloads.
Anyone who purchases the annual pass.
Although I didn't
gets the
fully
exotic
close out
auto
of Steam.
rifle Quicksilver Storm today.
Today is a perfect day to play Destiny.
So we'll see you in game.
Oh, that looks cool.
JD.
He's such a King's Fall Chad. Stan, whatever.
Who?
JD.
JD.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I can try exiting out of Steam and I'll see if it pops up.
I think the update is like around 1.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about that new Callus design. He looks,
Callus wasn't like a physical thing anymore. Like that was what the season was about. Like he like merged himself.
He like merged himself in with the Leviathan, and now he's
Yeah.
like that really weird. He looks
So,
like
yeah,
a
what-
fleshy abomination now.
I wonder if that's not his body. Like that's just like some other Cabal body he took over or something.
I don't like that thought.
Yeah, because he's like in the ship. Well, at least he thought he was in the pyramid, the lunar pyramid, but I guess not.
I mean, at least psychically he is. That was confirmed.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom
starting
after that.
soon.
Does anybody have the download?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I have to fully exit out of Steam though. Let me...
Is maintenance over?
Maintenance is about to begin in 10 minutes-ish.
Oh, okay. Damn.
12:45.
12:45. So that's okay, that's Eastern.
Login is 10 a.m. End is 11 a.m. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, they haven't dropped the download yet.
whoa, new Azogs look weird.
So, day one group up, anybody?
Oh, I guess I'll play Fortnite right now.